Hello and welcome to Anden's channel, my channel. Things look a bit different. I had to shift everything again because I'm working from home. It's been a bit of a long week, but here I am. And I'm here to watch a reaction for the Star Wars The Mandalorian. But before I do that, I wanted to make a separate video, probably a little shorter video, where I just ramble about the Star Wars specific things of what was revealed yesterday, because there was a lot of shit that happened, a lot of things that I'm excited for, so why wouldn't I just talk about it on my own? So I went into the StarWars.com website, and I'm gonna read off some shit. Now, I would have never made a video actually watching the Disney investor meeting thing, because all the good shit, you know, the Star Wars and the Marvel stuff that happened at like 1 a.m., so no thank you. Here we go. The first one is Rogue Squadron, directed by Patty Jenkins, who did Wonder Woman, and I thought she did a pretty damn good job with Wonder Woman. And I can't wait to actually watch Wonder Woman 84 when that comes out, sooner or later, hopefully. So I'm excited. She's going to direct a movie called Rogue Squadron. So let's see here. The next Star Wars feature film will be Rogue Squadron, directed by Patty Jenkins. The story will introduce a new generation of starfighter pilots as they earn their wings and risk their lives in a boundary-pushing, high-speed thrill ride, and move the saga into the future era of the galaxy. Which to me says that this will be after episode 9, so we're actually going forward, which is exciting to me. Should Oscar Isaac ever want to come back, which I don't think he would, but if he ever would want to, I would love to see him in this movie. I feel like he could be a great, I feel like Poe could be a great mentor character for new fighter pilots. I don't know, just based off of that, it doesn't seem like there are that many high stakes, you know? but like, it just seems like it'll be like young people in training to become fighter pilots. But that kind of gets me excited just to have something fresh and not something that's Skywalker end of the universe related, you know. To me, this description of Rogue Squadron, it does sound like one of their limited Disney Plus shows rather than a fully fledged movie. So I think I'll have to wait until I get some more information about who the characters are in the story and also what the story itself is about. Like, if it's just like, let's race. But that's fun. And the other movie is an untitled Star Wars film, but it will be directed by Taika Waititi. The description here is a brand new Star Wars feature with acclaimed filmmaker and Academy Award winner Taika Waititi is in development. Taika's approach to Star Wars will be fresh, unexpected, and unique, said Kennedy. His enormous talent and sense of humor will ensure that audiences are in for an unforgettable ride. And personally, I'm all for Taika Waititi making a movie now that it's no longer a big trilogy thing. For him just to make his own standalone Star Wars movie, it can be whatever he wants. We currently don't know anything about it, but I am kind of hoping that it takes place somewhere completely different that we haven't seen before, so that he can just make his own thing, essentially. I feel like that could be very fun for the audience to see. And then, of course, we have one of the biggest limited series, which is Obi-Wan Kenobi. No longer just called Kenobi, now it's Obi-Wan Kenobi. Haha. Last August at D23 Expo, Lucasfilm announced the return of Ewan McGregor in the iconic role of Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi for a special event series on Disney+. The series begins 10 years after the dramatic events of Star Wars Revenge of the Sith, where he faced his greatest defeat, the downfall and corruption of his best friend and Jedi apprentice, Anakin Skywalker, turned evil Sith Lord Darth Vader. Directed by Deborah Chow, who directed one of the episodes in Season 1 of Mandalorian. It was a good episode. This will truly be a day long remembered, as it was confirmed that Hayden Christensen will be returning as Darth Vader. This will be the rematch of the century. Now, I was already excited for the Kenobi show, because of course I was. It's Ewan McGregor, he's coming back. But now, knowing that Hayden Christensen is back, for me the prequels are a bit of a sensitive button to press, because I strongly do think that the prequels have a really good story. I think that the story of the prequels is absolutely the best story compared to the original trilogy and the sequel trilogy. I think the story of the prequels is the best, but I also think that it was executed the worst. Like, I love the story, but I don't love the writing, I don't love the directing, and I don't love the editing as well. I feel like the editing in those movies, and of course the visual effects that don't really hold up, that's just an unfortunate side effect. This will be very controversial, I know, Star Wars fans, but I don't think that the prequel trilogy are well-made movies. I think The Revenge of the Sith is definitely the best out of them, but I just don't think that they are the most well-constructed and well-made movies. I love the story that's in them, but I don't think they're executed that well. Which is why I love Star Wars The Clone Wars, because it was able to flesh out all of this amazing stuff that's in the prequels, but it was told so badly. And now, in The Clone Wars, it's told very, very well. So that's what I think about the prequels. But so, Hayden Christensen coming back to play Darth Vader. I love that. I have no idea what they're gonna do, if it's just him in the suit and then James Earl Jones is still gonna do the voice. Are we gonna get some flashbacks? Are we gonna get Vader without the helmet and we hear sort of like a distorted Hayden Christensen voice? That would be fucking awesome, and I'm all here for it. Like, I'm very excited about it. The next thing is the thing that I am the most excited about, which is, of course, Star Wars Ahsoka. After making her long-awaited live-action debut in The Mandalorian, Ahsoka Tano's story, written by Dave Filoni, will continue in a limited series starring Rosario Dawson and executive produced by Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau. To get to be here, to witness the greatness that's happening right now, is truly a privilege. I have never felt more privileged than I do at this very moment. I've said it a lot of times now, but Ahsoka Tano is my favorite Star Wars character. Because of the Clone Wars. To see the popularity of her character being what it is right now, where she is getting her own live-action show. And I just love how I don't have to be nervous that they're going to fuck it up. Because I know that they're not gonna fuck it up. Because I've already seen the live-action version in The Mandalorian, and she was amazing. So I know that this series will be fucking incredible. And it's limited too. So I'm so excited. I'm getting an Ahsoka live-action show. I will absolutely do a reaction for that when it comes out, whenever it comes out. The next new Star Wars project is Star Wars Rangers of the New Republic. Set within the timeline of The Mandalorian, this new live-action series from executive producers Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni will intersect with future stories and culminate into a climactic story event, which to me says that we'll get this show, maybe Ahsoka, but definitely The Mandalorian. And there will be some story that's going to converge into one big story between all these shows. That gets me very excited. Just based off the name, Rangers of the New Republic, we've seen the two cops. I say cops. We've seen the two, like, former rebels, now New Republics, like, cops, basically. That's what they are. We've seen these two cops flying around, in The Mandalorian. It wouldn't surprise me if that's essentially what Rangers of the New Republic is. Just the New Republic going about their day, business. Personally, I would have loved to see maybe a bit of politics, because that is the one thing that we don't have when it comes to the sequel trilogy. We don't have much of the political side, and I know the politics is very boring. That's one of the down sides of the prequels, but I do think we need like a bit more just to learn what the fuck's going on in the galaxy. Like, the only galactic political thing that I know from the sequels is from Star Wars Bloodline, the Leia book. And I would like some more information. The next series is Lando. Everyone's favorite scoundrel Lando Calrissian will return in a brand new event series for Disney+. Justin Simien, creator of the critically acclaimed Dear White People and a huge Star Wars fan, is developing the story. I personally need to hear a lot more about what this series is going to be. If it's about the underworld of the Solo movie, I'll be excited, because we're gonna get Maul, and we're probably gonna get Kira, and we're probably gonna get, Alden Ehrenreich, that's his name, right, playing the Han Solo again. Then I'll be very excited. If it's just like Donald Glover running around as Lando, I'm not really sold on that just yet, because Lando is not one of my favorite characters. I don't really care that much about Lando Calrissian, so I will need to hear just a bit more about what the hell this series is all about before I get excited. Then we have Star Wars Andor. Andor, a tense, nail-biting spy thriller created by Tony Gilroy, is set to arrive on Disney Plus in 2022. Diego Luna, reprising the role of the rebel spy Cassian Andor from Rogue One, will be joined by a fantastic new crew that includes Stellan Skarsgård, hello Sweden, Adria Arjona, Fiona Shaw, Denise, lots of names, and Genevieve O'Reilly as Mon Mothma. I believe that is the actress who played Mon Mothma. Production kicked off 3 weeks ago in London. That's exciting. However, just like with the Lando show, I need to hear just a bit more about the actual story of this one to get excited, because currently I'm not that excited. The Cassian Andor character for me, watching Rogue One, he didn't make that big of an impression for me, so I need something to sort of stand out a bit more. So that's currently where I'm standing right now with his own spin-off show. I mean, it's gonna be exciting because we all like that time period before Episode 4. I just need to know, like, what is it about his character that's gonna make me watch a couple of episodes about him, because currently I don't really have that excitement to be like, yeah, what did Cassian Andor do before Rogue One? I'm excited for Alan Tudyk though. I know that he's returning as the robot, and that's fun. And then we have Star Wars, The Acolyte. Leslie Headland, Emmy Award-nominated creator of the mind-bending series Russian Doll, brings a new Star Wars series to Disney Plus with The Acolyte. The Acolyte is a mystery thriller that will take the audience into a galaxy of shadowy secrets and emerging dark side powers in the final days of the High Republic era. This is the show, besides Ahsoka, that I'm most excited about. Oh, I've been wanting some more dark side shit for so long. The fact that it's the end of the High Republic era tells me that this might be a show about fucking Darth Plagueis. It could be. That gets me very excited because we know nothing about the High Republic era. Like the books for the High Republic that I'm gonna read, because I pre-ordered them, but they haven't arrived yet because it's all delayed thanks to coronavirus. But they were supposed to be out this year, god damn it. But I'm very excited to learn about the High Republic because it's a new setting. It feels a bit more fresh, even though I personally would have liked a setting that's a bit further away than just 300 years. But if it's the end of the High Republic era, come on! Star Wars The Bad Batch, aka The Clone Wars Season 8. I loved the trailer. I've already seen the trailer, so unfortunately there won't be a big reaction to it. But I loved what I saw in it. It looks like Clone Wars Season 7's. The visuals were amazing. We saw Fennec. That was absolutely Fennec. I hope that she's voiced by Ming-Na Wen. That's very exciting. I love that it takes place after Order 66, and I'm assuming we're gonna follow the Bad Batch as they basically live as Empire people until they maybe break out from it, because the Empire is pretty shitty. The series follows the elite and experimental clones of the Bad Batch as they find their way in a rapidly changing galaxy in the immediate aftermath of the Clone War. Members of Bad Batch, a unique squad of clones who vary genetically from their brothers in the clone army, each possesses a singular exceptional skill which makes them extraordinarily effective soldiers and a formidable crew. In the post-Clone War era, they will take on daring mercenary missions as they struggle to stay afloat and find new purpose. I am so excited about this show because one of the main timelines that I want to see a lot from Star Wars is the immediate aftermath about what happened directly after the Clone Wars. And I feel like we're definitely going to get that with the Bad Batch. I also loved how the end of the trailer, they have the Clone Wars logo and then it's just the Bad Batch. That was very funny. Then finally we round it all off with Star Wars Visions. Presenting all new creative takes on the galaxy far, far away, Star Wars Visions will be a series of animated short films, celebrating Star Wars through the lens of the world's best anime creators. The anthology collection will bring 10 fantastic visions from several of the leading Japanese anime studios, offering a fresh and diverse cultural perspective to Star Wars. This is a very fun thing to have on Disney Plus because animated short films, they're very fun to watch. There's nothing there that tells me, oh, I have to watch it, but of course I will because it's Star Wars, and I also get the feeling that it's going to be a very good animated style, so I'm excited for Star Wars Visions. And then the final story is Star Wars A Droid Story. And basically, Lucasfilm Animation is teaming up with ILM, Industrial Light and Magic, to develop a special Star Wars adventure for Disney+, A Droid Story. This epic journey will introduce us to a new hero, guided by legendary duo R2-D2 and C-3PO. No, nothing really all too exciting, but again, it's going to be something on Disney+, and, it's going to be a fun thing. So these are all the new Star Wars related stuff that they announced on the Disney investors meeting. I am excited about pretty much all of them. The only things that I'm iffy on, I guess, is Lando and the Andor shows, but I feel like I just need to know more about them so I can be excited about them. But needless to say, the future is looking very bright, and Star Wars will be all about streaming, and I'm excited about that because I do believe that the future of Star Wars is in a serial format, most likely on Disney+, especially now that we have movie quality visual effects on the platform. I think this is where it's at, and the movies will just be a fun thing from now on, I guess. Maybe, we don't know. Kevin Feige is supposed to be making a Star Wars film, but they didn't mention any of that, so I guess we'll see what's going on with Star Wars in the future. I know that I'm excited about Ahsoka. Oh my god, I'm gonna get an Ahsoka show. But I have talked a long time about Star Wars, so I hope that you are happy, Algernon Radish, because you were asking if I was going to make a video where I talked about it, so here you go. I talked about it. It's very exciting. Now you should also tune in for my Mandalorian reaction, because I'm sure that's going to be equally, if not more exciting. But yes, I'm going to go now though, and hope you all have a lovely day, fantastic day. I love you all, and the future is looking bright because Star Wars. Goodbye.